It's the one and only Despotic. I bring you bitches another gameplay commentary. Yeah, I haven't uploaded a Black Ops video in a while. And this is a commentary that I'm doing. If I sound as if I have spit in my mouth, that's because my gum is healing. But this is what's your playstyle part 2. I had part 1. A lot of people said, you know, it varies. It depends on the game type. But I guess I'll be more specific. What's your playstyle? Excuse me, on average, right? Like me, for example, I wouldn't consider myself a rusher. I wouldn't consider myself a camper, but I would consider myself like an aggressive kind of player. Like you'll see in this game, I push corners, and a lot of people might be saying, you know, what the fuck is he talking about? What's pushing a corner? Well, to me, I think like when you push a corner, and players who are more passive, and they're not campers, they're just passive and they're more cautious. Like I push a corner like here, you know, I shouldn't be pushing the corner that way. But that's why those players are probably have like a higher KD, and they definitely have like a higher points per minute. Like my points per minute I think is 205 for TDM, and I think like 150 something for domination. But like I'll push a corner with my sights up, but I'm not slowly coming around the corner methodically doing that. But there's nothing wrong with that. And, you know, I just want to find out what's your play style. And, like, be specific, right? I don't want you to say, oh, you know, my play style, it depends on the map. It depends on the situation. I mean, all of those things, take all those things into consideration. But what I want is on average. Are you more of a laid-back player? Do you like people coming to you? Are you more of an aggressive player like myself where in a sense, you try to bring the action to the team, to your opponents or whatever? Then there's a difference between rushers and campers, right? You know, rushers are, you know, they push, and sometimes you'll run into a team where, and they do change the pace of a game. You'll run into a team where a guy is just, I mean, he's not doing well, but he's got a shotgun and he's fucking pushing, right? And you always have to think about this dude, right? And you're like, damn, dude, if I come around this corner, will this guy just jump out of nowhere and just kill me? Or will he create a situation where I have to move? Then there are campers where, you know the guy's in that corner. You want to go get him. And, you know, that's the kind of player. But those are the kind of players, you know, you guys have to worry about. Like this guy right here, I pushed the corner and, you know, I saw two of them and I came to defend. As you can see, I'll give you guys a little synopsis about this game. I'm just patrolling A and B. You know, we have A and B, and these guys have to come in a particular spot. So I'm just patrolling this building, and I'm trying to do it in an aggressive kind of manner. Like these guys are capping flags without even clearing out a spot. But let's get back to this, right? Sometimes I'll like camp, and even then I find myself, you know, doing things that could potentially get me killed. But I honestly, that's like my own internal like test for myself. Like I'm always trying to, like, you know, make my skills better. And this is a game, but it's just my competitive nature, right? I characterize myself as a competitive individual. That's why I put up these challenge videos. And like if a guy beat me, right, and he beat me because he outsmarted me, I'll be more like pissed off at that. I'm like, damn, dude, he knew I was coming. He waited for me. He set me up. As opposed to some kid, you know, jumping out of nowhere, doing like a 360, you know, fucking sniper shit on me, and then I die. I don't worry about that because, you know, those things are, you know, flukes, and you know, they're at random, and you have to account for randomness. But yeah, that's what I want to find out. What's your play style? Like some people will say they're defensive, right? What level of defensiveness would you consider yourself? Is it like in terms of 1 to 10? Is it like a 9? Is it a 10? Like I know some people on my friends list, man, their points per minute is just beastly. And I look at some of their gameplay and I'm like, okay, what is it that this guy did? Like Papa Bear, I looked at his gameplay. Hopefully you guys don't mind me looking at your gameplay. Like I look at Shnae's gameplay. I look at Papa Bear 29's gameplay. I look at Undaunted Disc gameplay. Dr. Usher, and these guys all have like high points per minute, and I've seen their gameplay. Like they're aggressive, but on average they're more they're more laid back, and that's not a bad thing. As opposed to whose gameplay was I looking at? That's like that's ball like Mercenary Army. I've seen this kid. I mean, he pushes a fucking corner, right? And he's aggressive. I mean, I'm not as aggressive as this guy is, but you know, or who was it? I think the challenger. I think it was Remorseful Watson. Like, this dude is a fucking, but he plays game battles. I looked at his shit, and this dude pushes corners like there's no tomorrow. And sometimes it's about the stake, and sometimes, oh, look at that, I'm getting a phone call right now. Hey, I'm doing a commentary.
There's no soup. What do you want?
They don't have any soup?
No.
I don't know. Just I'll take some curry goat or something.
You what?
I'll take some curry something.
Some curry goat?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
All right, and can I get a Nutriment?
Okay.
All right, bye.
Can I go curry goat dinner? This morning, medium brown.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I was like in a zone there, and then I get a phone call, right? My girlfriend is bringing me. I wanted some soup because, you know, like my jaw. Like right here, I waited for this guy. And so, you know, I want to find out. I've said this again, but let me reiterate what I was mentioning. Tell me what your play style is. Do you think it helps you out? Do you ever try to do something different outside of your average gameplay? I'm not saying, you know, like 10% of the time when you're like balls to the wall rushing or like camping, you know, strategically placing yourself in a particular spot. What I'm trying to find out is, do you think your play style benefits you in terms of, you know, all the types of games that you play? Well, first-person shooters, that is. Like, I know I play a lot of RPG games. I'm more defensive. Like, I like to build up. You know, I grind a lot. Like this guy, I see him, and I have one right now. I've been using Flak Jacket and Ninja. I think that right there and hard and Warlord Pro. I mean, this shit has done wonders for me. I don't get destroyed by grenades or any of that kind of stuff. And I think it's like, depending on the prestige that I'm on, I play differently. Like on my third prestige, I was solely just rushing with the MP5K, and then, you know, other prestiges I was just using, like, you know, the AK, well, not the AK or the M16. So I want to find out what you guys, you know, your opinions about things, and just let me know, and let me know if you guys want to see some Crisis 2 gameplay or Homefront, because I actually bought Homefront. I haven't played it yet. Yeah. So like right here, I'm just waiting on these guys and trying my best to make sure that I don't get caught in a situation, because now they're desperate. You know, we have a sizable lead, and it's obvious that that they're not gonna come back, because as you can see, I defended like a boss in this one. I think I have 6 defends and 3 captures. You know, so you know, I wasn't playing, and this is actually like my 10th game. I mean, that's a lot of games, but my 10th game that I've played since, you know, coming back, since playing Black Ops, because I haven't played it in a while, and my aim is still there. You know, it's still there. You know, as those people who are looking at like aiming tips, I'm still using the strafe and lining up my crosshair method. So, do you guys hear that little hissing sound? That's my gum. I can't. My gum is doing the hissing. But yeah. Oh, I think we have one last challenger, Robot Affliction, aka Dr. Usher, coming up. And once I get that information from him, I will post that video. Anyway, people, I brought you guys, I think, a decent commentary, seeing that I didn't post one in a while. Anyway, this is the one and only Despotic. Deuces, bitches.